The threat of blackouts is real, whether due to grid failures, extreme weather, or even more sinister causes. If you haven't already started preparing, now is the time. Welcome to Finance Economist, where we'll break down the 10 essential preps you'll wish you had during the next blackout. While many people get caught up in doomsday prepping for events that may never come, they overlook a more likely and almost certain threat: blackouts. These power outages occur yearly in towns and cities across the country, and in the worst cases, they can escalate from mere inconvenience to a survival situation. Today, we'll explore what you need to prepare for this all-too-real scenario. Blackouts can strike without warning and may last anywhere from a few hours to several days or even weeks. In my personal experience, I lose power multiple times a year, and it's not something you can just wing your way through. Proper preparation is key to staying safe and comfortable during an outage. Let's dive into the first and most critical item you need in your preparation arsenal: the blackout bag. The most essential prep for any blackout situation is having a well-stocked blackout bag. This isn't a bug-out bag for extreme survival scenarios. Instead, it's a simple, practical kit with everything your family needs to manage safely and comfortably when the power goes down. The last thing you want is to be fumbling around in the dark, scrambling for candles, batteries, or matches in a moment of crisis. So what exactly should your blackout bag contain? When the power goes out, darkness becomes more than just a nuisance. It's dangerous. Imagine a blackout happening in your home right now. Your family stumbles around like blind mice, knocking over furniture, running into walls and causing chaos. You might think you can just grab a candle from the junk drawer, but that's a mistake. Open flames in a pitch-black, chaotic environment filled with kids, pets, and clutter is a recipe for disaster. One accidental bump could turn your blackout into a house fire. Definitely not how you want your family to remember this moment. Instead, opt for safer, more effective light sources. Flashlights and battery-powered lanterns are your best bet. But don't settle for that old crusty flashlight from the 90s that probably has a corroded battery inside. You need heavy-duty LED flashlights that can pierce through the darkness like a lightsaber. Also, consider omnidirectional lanterns, which cast light in every direction and can make your home feel like you've got the sun on standby. Many people make the mistake of relying on their phone's flashlight, but this is inefficient. Your phone's battery will drain faster than you think, and you'll need it for far more important things, like communication and emergency calls. Using your phone as a primary light source is like drinking your only bottle of water to wash your hands. A complete waste. Stock up on extra batteries for your flashlights and lanterns. Keep a variety of sizes, AA, AAA, C, and D batteries, and clearly label where you store them. You don't want to be searching frantically in the dark when you need them most. Don't stop at flashlights. Emergency glow sticks are another invaluable tool. They last up to 12 hours, are safe for kids, and can be placed around the house to create a calming, strategic glow during the blackout. Imagine your home softly illuminated while the rest of the neighborhood is plunged in darkness. You won't just be surviving, you'll be thriving. For an even more sustainable option, consider solar-powered lights. These charge during the day and provide light all night long without requiring a single battery. Motion sensor lights are also a great addition, saving energy and alerting you if there's any movement around your property. Once the power goes out, your access to vital information can vanish with it. No more internet, TV, or the ability to Google what's happening. Your smartphone, as previously mentioned, becomes little more than a glorified flashlight without power and service. In a blackout, knowing the extent of the power outage is critical. Is it a minor, localized issue, or has the entire state's power grid collapsed? This is where the emergency radio becomes indispensable. But not just any radio. This device becomes your lifeline, your connection to the outside world when everything else is silent. You need a reliable radio that can do it all. AM, FM, no AA weather alerts, solar-powered, hand-cranked, and USB rechargeable. Think of it this way. With a high-quality emergency radio, you'll stay informed no matter how long the outage lasts. This isn't just about listening to the news. It's about knowing when to shelter in place or evacuate, keeping up with emergency instructions, and staying aware of weather warnings, which could be life-saving in some situations. Now imagine the scenario. You're sitting in complete darkness. Israeli neighborhood is overwhelming, and tension fills the air. Suddenly, your emergency radio crackles to life, informing you that the storm is intensifying or that evacuation orders have been issued just 10 miles down the road. That piece of information could be worth everything. And beyond emergencies, having background music or a talk show can break the monotonous silence, lifting the spirits of your family. A quality emergency radio will also have a built-in flashlight, ensuring you're never completely in the dark. Some models even feature SOS alarms and the ability to charge your phone, giving you the option to make that crucial emergency call. Plus, many of these radios can run indefinitely on solar power or with just a few minutes of cranking, like having a superhero gadget in your blackout bag, ready to save the day when needed. Don't compromise here. Invest in a solid, durable emergency radio. Avoid cheap, unreliable models. You need something that feels like it was built to withstand any disaster, because quite honestly, it might have to. No matter where you live, when a blackout strikes in winter, your home can turn into an icebox faster than you expect. Without electricity, your cozy heater becomes useless, and your HVAC system is down. It might feel like you're camping in the Arctic, and simply bundling up under blankets won't be enough when the temperature starts to drop to bone-chilling levels. This is why having alternative heat sources is not a luxury. It's a necessity. If you're thinking, I have a fireplace, have you truly prepared? Do you have enough firewood stocked up? Do you even know how to start a fire? Or is your only experience with flames from blowing out birthday candles? If you haven't thought this through, now is the time to get serious. Start small with hand warmers and pocket warmers. These lightweight, portable items provide up to 24 hours of direct heat. Slip them into your gloves or socks, and you'll keep your fingers and toes warm, even when the indoor temperature plummets. But don't stop there. Think bigger. Invest in thermal blankets. These aren't your grandmother's quilts. They are advanced heat-reflective blankets that can trap up to 90% of your body heat. Wrapped in one, it feels like being cocooned in your personal sauna. But for prolonged blackouts, you'll need more substantial heating solutions. Consider a propane heater, but don't just grab any model off the shelf. You need one specifically designed for indoor use that prevents dangerous carbon monoxide buildup. Something like the Mr. Heater Buddy is ideal, capable of pumping out enough heat to turn your living room into a tropical oasis while the world outside is frozen solid. Staying warm isn't just about your body, it's about your comfort, including your food. When the power goes out, your electric stove is useless. How will you prepare meals or even heat up water? That's where a propane stove comes in. With it, you can boil water, heat up soup, and prepare warm meals. While others are stuck munching on cold crackers and granola bars, you'll be enjoying a hot meal, making the blackout feel like no big deal. In a long-term blackout, warmth, whether through heat sources or warm meals, becomes essential to not just surviving, but thriving. During a blackout, comfort equals morale, and maintaining morale is crucial for getting through extended power outages. Picture this. The power has been out for hours, maybe even days. The house is silent except for the occasional beep from a battery-operated alarm. The kids are restless, your spouse is grumpy, and you've run out of topics to discuss. This scenario quickly becomes a recipe for frustration, tension, and even chaos. Don't underestimate the power of boredom. It can lead to poor decision-making, arguments, and rising stress levels. However, with a little foresight, you can turn a potentially miserable situation into something almost enjoyable. The solution? Pack your blackout bag with entertainment options. Don't just toss in that dusty deck of cards from the kitchen drawer. You need to go all out. Include board games, puzzles, coloring books, and classic novels to keep everyone's minds occupied. For the kids, activity books with crosswords, Sudoku, mazes, or other games will distract them from the fact that their devices are unusable. After the first "Mom, I'm bored," you'll be grateful you planned ahead. Adults, too, are not immune to the boredom of a power outage. If you're used to spending evenings binge-watching TV or scrolling through social media, being without screens or Wi-Fi can be a harsh adjustment. Tensions can rise quickly. To prevent this, break out a game of Monopoly or Uno And suddenly, what could have been a dull, frustrating night transforms into one filled with laughter and competitive fun. Keeping morale high is critical during an extended blackout. A simple deck of cards or a board game can work wonders, giving everyone something to do and keeping their minds occupied. Most importantly, it keeps spirits up. This may sound trivial, but idle minds during a blackout can lead to stress and negativity. On the other hand, engaging entertainment fosters connection, creates a sense of normalcy, and strengthens family bonds. You don't have to limit yourself to low-tech entertainment either. If you have a solar charger or hand crank charger, make sure to load up on pre-downloaded podcasts, audiobooks, or music playlists on an old MP3 player. Let the sound of your favorite tunes or an engaging story fill the silence, helping everyone feel more at ease. Get creative. Use the time to keep a journal, sketch, or even plan future projects. The goal is to keep your brain active and your family focused on something other than the blackout. After a day or two of no power, the food in your fridge has likely turned into a soggy mess. The power's still out, and you're staring at your kitchen like it's a scene from a survival show. Sure, you've got canned beans and dry pasta, but how are you going to cook it? Munching on cold ramen and old beans might seem okay for a moment, but soon you'll be craving something warm and satisfying. This is where alternative cooking methods come into play. Having a propane camping stove or a portable grill isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity if you want to maintain some sense of normalcy during a prolonged blackout. Your microwave is useless, the electric stove is just a large paperweight, and your fancy kitchen gadgets have become mocking reminders of the convenience you've lost. Now imagine the difference between choking down cold canned beans and sitting down to a hot bowl of soup or a steaming plate of pasta. A warm meal can lift your spirits and fuel your body for the challenges ahead. Even something as simple as scrambled eggs or hot cocoa can transform a bleak moment into one of comfort and warmth. In a long-term blackout, staying entertained, maintaining high morale, and enjoying warm meals will make all the difference between simply surviving and thriving. Plan ahead, pack your blackout bag with the essentials, and keep your family focused and positive. Because in these moments, morale truly is everything. When dealing with a prolonged blackout, a 2-burner propane stove becomes an essential tool, offering both convenience and comfort. Picture the scene. Boiling water on one side, cooking a warm meal on the other. You can even get creative, whipping up pancakes, frying bacon, or heating up a hearty stew. These little comforts can make a huge difference when facing the mental and emotional strain of an extended power outage. However, it's not just about having a stove. You also need the right fuel. Stock up on propane canisters. They will feel like gold when the power's out. Make sure you have enough fuel to last several days, if not weeks of cooking. And don't forget to include waterproof matches and lighters in your blackout kit. After all, a propane stove is useless if you can't start it. For a long-term blackout, consider adding freeze-dried meals to your prep. These lightweight, compact meals require nothing more than hot water to prepare. In minutes, you can enjoy a steaming bowl of chili, beef stew, or scrambled eggs with bacon. Since freeze-dried meals are designed to last for years, they're perfect for stocking up in your emergency kit. Don't get caught without enough water during a blackout. Many people underestimate the importance of water storage and how quickly panic can set in when taps run dry. Water is not just for drinking. It's essential for cooking, washing, and sanitation. According to the CDC, you need at least 1 gallon per person per day for 3 days. But in a prolonged blackout, this won't be enough. You should aim for a minimum 2-week supply, which is 14 gallons per person. Store your water properly. Use food-grade containers and keep them in a cool, dark place. Consider investing in 5-gallon jugs with spigots for easy access or stackable containers to save space. Keep a few water bottles handy for each family member to carry. If you rely on a well, don't assume you're safe. No power means no pump, and no pump means no water. Unless you have a backup generator dedicated to the well pump, you're in the same situation as everyone else. Even city water can become compromised or completely offline during a major outage. So having a backup plan is essential. Stock up on emergency water filtration systems like the Life Straw or a gravity-fed system such as the Big Berkey. This way, even if you're forced to collect rainwater or tap into an uncertain source, you can make it safe to drink. Additionally, have water purification tablets on hand. They are small, inexpensive, and last for years. One tablet can purify an entire gallon of water. Water is essential for more than just drinking. Without it, your ability to cook, wash, and maintain proper hygiene diminishes, which can lead to illness and stress. Ensure you have more than enough water for all your needs, because in a blackout, lack of water isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. As the blackout drags on and your batteries and generator fuel dwindle, solar-powered gadgets become crucial. Solar power doesn't rely on the grid, and as long as the sun shines, you'll have access to energy. Start with solar-powered flashlights or lanterns. These aren't the cheap garden lights you find at the dollar store. These are durable and designed to last. Some can run for up to 24 hours on a single charge, making them ideal for overnight use. Invest in a few for every family member and keep extras for emergencies. But what about when your phone, radio, or other small devices run out of power? A solar charger is a must. Look for a high-quality portable solar panel with multiple USB ports. The best models are lightweight, foldable, and can recharge your devices in just a few hours. They're versatile enough to be strapped to a backpack or hung in a window to collect sunlight, ensuring you stay connected even when the power's out. With the right solar-powered gadgets, you'll have reliable sources of light, communication, and energy, keeping you and your family safe and comfortable throughout the blackout. Being prepared for a blackout isn't just about having the basics. It's about ensuring comfort, safety, and peace of mind in challenging situations. Whether it's cooking warm meals on a propane stove, having enough water stored, or using solar-powered gadgets to keep your essentials running, planning ahead will make all the difference. These steps ensure that you're not just surviving a blackout, you're thriving through it. For those looking to go all in on solar power, consider a solar generator. This is not just a gadget, it's your ticket to sustained energy during long blackouts. A solar generator is a portable power station equipped with solar panels that can power larger devices like small refrigerators, fans, or even a TV. Imagine being the only house on the block with a cold drink, a working fan, or the ability to keep your perishable food from spoiling. This isn't just about comfort, it's about having control over your situation. You might be wondering, but what if it's cloudy? Solar isn't about completely replacing the power grid. Even on cloudy days, good solar panels can still generate some energy, enough to keep essential devices running. The key is to stretch your resources and avoid being completely in the dark. For added efficiency, pair your solar gadgets with rechargeable batteries. Use the solar panels during the day to charge the batteries, and then rely on them to power devices at night. This creates a mini grid, allowing you to remain functional, even when the rest of the world has gone dark. If you're counting on the power to come back on any minute, think again. Blackouts can last for days or even weeks, and without a reliable backup power source, you're at the mercy of Mother Nature and an aging power grid. A gas-powered generator is a popular option, but it requires fuel. Lots of it. During a blackout, gas stations may not be operational, leaving you without a way to refuel. To prepare, invest in a dual-fuel generator that can run on both gas and propane. Propane is easier to store, has a longer shelf life, and can help extend the life of your generator without constantly worrying about refueling. Alternatively, if you're not keen on using gas, consider a solar generator. Solar generators are quiet, safe, and require no fuel. You can enjoy the perks of electricity without worrying about fumes, noise, or depleting your fuel reserves. Don't forget to include a few high-capacity power banks in your backup power strategy. These are perfect for smaller devices like phones and tablets, ensuring you can stay connected. Many power banks can be recharged using solar panels, making them a seamless addition to your emergency setup. Stockpiling water is essential, but what happens if your supply runs out or becomes contaminated? You can't always count on emergency services to provide fresh water in a timely manner. That's why investing in a top-tier water filtration system is critical. For immediate use, keep a LifeStraw handy. These compact portable filters can remove 99.99% of waterborne bacteria and parasites, making them ideal for quick, on-the-go use. However, for longer-term solutions, invest in a gravity-fed filtration system like the Big Berkey or the Catadine. These systems can purify large amounts of water at once, removing everything from heavy metals and chemicals to pathogens and viruses. Additionally, stock up on water purification tablets. They are small, cheap, and last for years. Each tablet can purify up to a gallon of water, giving you safe drinking water in a pinch. The reality is that dehydration kills. In a crisis, you can't afford to be without a safe water supply. With the right filtration systems, you can confidently handle any water situation, keeping your family hydrated and healthy no matter how bad things get. A blackout isn't just about losing power, it's also about losing access to healthcare and emergency services. When roads are blocked or the power is out, 911 might not be an option, so having a comprehensive first aid kit is a must. This isn't the time for a flimsy kit with a couple of band-aids. You need a fully stocked trauma kit capable of handling more severe injuries. Imagine dealing with a deep cut, sprained ankle, or allergic reaction without professional help. Minor injuries can quickly escalate if you're not equipped to handle them. Make sure your first aid kit includes essentials like bandages, gauze, and antiseptic wipes, splints and wraps for sprains or fractures, pain relievers and anti-inflammatory medication, tools like tweezers, scissors, and a thermometer, emergency blankets and instant cold packs, EpiPens for allergic reactions, if applicable. In a prolonged blackout, even small injuries can turn serious. A well-prepared first aid kit ensures that you're ready to handle anything, keeping your family safe when help isn't immediately available. Being prepared for a prolonged blackout is about more than just getting by. It's about creating a sense of control, safety, and even comfort in the face of chaos. From solar generators to water filtration systems and well-stocked first aid kits, taking these steps ensures that you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Planning ahead now can make all the difference when the lights go out.